Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Puka Nacua, 71 yards. And the Jets need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
Out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm. Mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
Check right, switch left.
On 2nd down, Cook. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 88 yards. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yellow, line, black blocks, switch, yellow, check right.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready.
To throw is Mariota. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
They almost push them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Mariota. Flush to his right. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota now on 2nd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. Get the ball to the end zone and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Opposite, green, cut.
Now Mariota. Complete complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First and 10, it's Pierce. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. From just shy of midfield, here's second down at 5. Mariota now. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Mariota. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They go play action. Mariota. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jahan Dotson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Got ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes out to Garrett Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Down to the 22-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now here in Santa Clara. 2nd and 6. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run with Hall. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 16. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Mariota. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Mariota. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a win here for the Jets, and it was thanks in large part to the play of the man who's been doing this for a while, their veteran quarterback. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has the potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 79 yards. And the Jets need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Nice linebacker play.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, here's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th on their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation,
he's got him in, complete. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Puka Nacua. 49 yards. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked on by Deion Sanders, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They go play action here on first down. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. $13-0 is the score after. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know I'm supposed to be watching the entire field, but right now I'm kind of locked in on the guy calling the plays. Back-to-back, big-time plays for him, including a run on the last one. Right now, he's got to feel really good about his chances of getting into the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. McPherson now for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. That pick six just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now it's Richardson. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Richardson to the air on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, here's Richardson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that.
but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back and forth.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback by Anthony Richardson, and the offense back out. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
Now Richardson. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
At the 45-yard line.
Reload.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Fighting through pressure. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the option left, Richardson. A nice little juke. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Roll! Hey! Check that!
Up the middle, it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Richardson looking to throw this. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert!
Richardson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 average!
From the shotgun, Richardson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
On And this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Ready, set. Come on, set. Let's go.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Try to lay one up deep. They've got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the fourth quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Ready?
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your